Okay, so this is, excuse me, I'm in the process of eating. I'm gonna nourish myself through this. If you don't like watching videos where people are eating at the same time, my apologies, but I'm gonna be comfortable. So, and I feel like Post Malone would mind. So, this is a series on my channel that I'm doing called A Letter To, which will be directly speaking to us as artists. We have such sensitive souls, and I really know that there's people out there that need to hear that they're valuable in more ways than just when they're hurt, that they deserve to be happy, that while, yeah, you can make music that comes from a place of pain, you don't have to stay there in order to be creative. So, yeah. This is going to be a letter to Post Malone, and how a letter to works, or it will be working on my channel since this is the introductory video, is that I'll be taking a lyric breakdown and then speaking directly to that artist. So I'm going to be doing a lyric breakdown of the song Morning from his latest album. So we will begin with that now. Which, perfect time for it, because it is now the morning, okay? Very Quentin Tarantino style. Don't leave my feet, though. They're probably dirty. I am outside, barefooted, by the way, so that's likely why. So here we go. Morning by Post Malone. Don't want to sober up. The sun is killing my buzz. That's why they call it morning. Morning here, as funeral morn. Thought I was strong enough, threw my bottle at the sky, said, God, that's a warning. Don't want to sober up, try to keep it inside, but I just want to pour it. Thought I was strong enough, got a lot of shit to say, couldn't fit it in the chorus. So here we have Post Malone saying, why would I be sober? I'm having to stuff so many emotions inside. I need to cover it. I need to fill a place inside of me. That's what alcoholism is. I'm 49 days sober. I'm 49 days sober, and so I can definitely say that I now have the awareness to know where that particular addiction comes from, and it is literally us attempting to fill a space that God wants to be filled for us through love. So, the sun is killing my buzz, that's why they call it morning. So that's usually something that happens. You wake up, and if you wake up in a place, if you have alcoholism to the extent that some of us do, you can wake up in places and the sun is what wakes you. Thought I was strong enough, threw my bottle at the sky and said, God, that's a warning. It's almost as if to say, I'm not your strongest soldier. Stop sending me battles. I can't handle this. This is a warning. I'm telling you, I can't do this anymore. Like this glass, I will break. Got a lot of shit to say. Oh my goodness, how do you rappers do it? You're amazing. Couldn't fit it in the chorus. So here he's talking about, and I won't reduce you to only say that you're a rapper, because obviously, given your earlier inclinations in your first YouTube videos, you're actually you're preferential to rock and country music, so I will allow that to be what it is. But this is also indicating here how he has so much pent up inside that he just doesn't feel like he can get out any other way. So we go to the first. I just left Wally's in a Maserati. Wally's referring to Walmart. He's a humble man, humble guy for the most part. Obviously in a Maserati, that's something. The way I gotta flex, you'd think I did Pilates. So he feels that he needs to flex his wealth. He needs to show people that he's worthy and that he's worth something. I called my quote, unquote, friends. Do you got plans? Turns out everyone's free when the dinner is. So he has associations that are not divine in his life. He has associations with people that use him, and he knows that they use him, which is so fucking sad, dude. You're a cool ass person. There's no need, there is absolutely no need for you to be around people that you see only are intending to do you harm, who are only intending to be in your life for a particular reason to get or gain. That's not mutuality, that's not friendship, that's not love, okay? I know that came off as mama, but like, I called, turns out everyone's free where the dinner is. Then they dragged me to a party out in Malibu after 30 high noons. This is a drink. It was pretty cool. So he didn't even want to be there. He didn't want to, you're even seeing that in the language. He's being dragged to do it. They need him to be in a state where he's so disillusioned, where he is drinking himself to death, because otherwise they're afraid that he'll get wise to them and to understand that they don't care about him. Tried to shoot my shot. She told me that she had a shoot. Bye-bye. Damn. So he went up to someone that he saw as beautiful, and she's asking him to join her in intravenous drug use, which understandably he said goodbye to, because he's already a person who struggles with addiction. So the worst thing that you could do is offer an addict a deeper and even less safe drug. And then we get that repeat in the chorus of "Don't want to sober up, the sun is killing my buzz, that's why they call it morning." And we could also take this as a metaphor for the sun of God, killing my buzz, of like trying to lead him into his purpose, trying to extricate him from the things that are making him sad, giving him strife. But he mourns for it. He mourns for that detachment. I make vegan chili and it's so good. So we're on to the next verse, which is stumbling down a corridor, came across an open door. Growing up is easy, and who put on the Commodores? That's a nice tile for, wish I got to know you more. Who am I talking to? Nobody. Take me outside, I'm a little too high, and a little too much for the time of my life. And money ain't a problem, everyone's sliding, even when I tell myself that. I, stumbling down a corridor, came across an open door. So, there's no privacy here. There's no, he's not alone. But not in a way that is good. Not in a way that is good. Throwing up is easy, and who put on the Commodores? So he's saying, I'm getting sick, I'm violently sick, and the Commodores, it could probably be reference to, he's now emotional, he's been made weepy, he's been made weak. That's a nice tile floor, wish I got to know you more. What do we do when we become so sick? We end up laying on the ground. I know personally from my own experiences in addiction that you typically do end up on somebody's floor if you get too fucked up. So yeah, that is definitely something that happens. That's been in my experience. I know that's been in other people's experience too. Who am I talking to? Question mark. Nobody. Which again, is like he came there with a group of people. He came there with who he is saying are quote unquote friends. And they've left him alone in his own sick and his own like sadness and misery. Again, that's not friendship love. That's not it. And when he states, who am I talking to? Nobody. He has that awareness, and he has that understanding that they're not there for him in the way that he needs. Take me outside. He's saying still to nobody, likely, I'm a little too high. Which, if you've partaken in certain types of drugs, yeah, that can happen. That can definitely fucking happen. And it's horrifying. And you want to be somewhere that you feel grounded. I know that for me, I need to see the sky to feel grounded. So if I am not outside, if I don't feel like the coolness of the air lapping on my skin or something, you're just smelling sick, and you're sick, and getting sick. So, paid a little too much for the time of my life. He's paying for these people to destroy him. He's paying for the alcohol that is destroying him. When money isn't a problem, well, money ain't a problem. Everyone's sliding. So sliding is colloquial usage of, African American Ebonics of sliding, coming through, being there, showing up. Even when I tell myself that. So when money's not a problem, people are there for him. But even as he stated, they're not there for him the way that he needs. And then it ends up one day we sober up, sun's killing my bus, that's why they call it morning. I thought I was strong enough. Threw my bottle in the sky, said, God, that's a warning. That's apparently his favorite lyric from the song, which tells me just how much his relationship at the moment is not right with, with that as an entity. And obviously that relationship is important to him, or he wouldn't have included it in a song about his mental health. So, let's explore a little bit his work and then my letter to him. So, Post Malone, let's review your career. You started with Iverson, and you've explored different genres, you've explored different modalities as far as music goes. Or not modalities, sorry, I'm thinking about my healing stuff. Different genres. And we can see that for you, the journey in your music is individuation. You're attempting, and everything that I really hear, to define yourself and to figure out who you are, to know the things that you want. But I also think that you genuinely have a deep sense of that already, but you are in a situation where maybe it's not honored in the way that you need, and that's so sad. And I really hope that in the future you're able to see that you're valuable just existing. You're valuable by what you're already gifting to people. The imagery too that's used in this video for mourning is very important, because as you see, he's being tasked by other people to take care of a problem for them. Weary traveler, he's tired. He comes to them and he's already tired. They say, take this quest, do this for us, and he does it anyway. Which is just such a testament to your character, that you take on the pain, the chores of others, despite being tired. Sorry, because I just know how that is. And despite it getting smaller, the cube, as he pushes it through villages, through mountains, you can just see how unwell. And how difficult it is to try and continue on in that fashion. It's just not sustainable when you're already tired. And you don't need more trials. You need rest. And I hope that you're giving that to yourself. Um, that's mostly my letter to you, is that I hope that you take care of yourself and that you find divine associations with people that see your beautiful character and want you to be well and that want you to have a good life. Because you deserve that. You're a human. You're only human. Okay? Just remember that. You're a person. And you're here. And if you're here and you're in the position that you're in, it's not for no reason. And you don't feel forced to do more than you can. That's our wake-up call. Okay. I want to extend to you, despite I know that we don't know each other, but consider this an extension of you're a human being. And if you ever need anything, I'm not a rich person, okay? But if you ever need anything, if you ever need a non-judgmental ear, if you ever need anything in the capacity that I could bring to you as a human, as a brother, don't hesitate to ask for help or to reach out, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for what you do. Thank you so much for who you are, most importantly, for who you are. Because to be loved for what you do is not love. That's not real love. Having fans is not real love. Having friends who are only there when the party is there is not friends. It's not love. Okay, so thank you so much. I hope that you're doing good. I hope that this album cleansed you of these things and allowed you to finally state yourself, and that you're headed in the direction of fully embodying Austin. You're allowed to be Austin. Okay? Alright. Thank you.